Hello again, beautiful people. So, today I am back again with another side hustle video. Now, I talk a lot about side hustles because I don't believe that one income is enough. And if you are married or have a significant other, I still feel as though somebody should have a side hustle because you want to have different streams of income. In this day and time, you cannot put all your eggs in one basket. It's best to have different streams of income. So with that being said, now I do have two more videos where I talk about side hustles. So you might want to check those out after you finish this one. But anyway, also, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe too, because there's something here for you. But let's get into it. So the first side hustle that I am going to talk about is teaching a class. We all are good at something. There is something that you are good at, and it is information that people want to know. You know, people are looking for side hustles or they are looking for knowledge. And let's just say you are a teacher. Your side hustle could be teaching new coming teachers that are, coming into their first year teaching, put it that way. And you can train them on the do's and the don'ts, how to be the best that they can be. Teach them your experience about being a teacher, especially if you've been in the business for a long time, if you have taught for a long time. But with that being said, teaching as well, I'm going to say, I feel as though if you really want to create a side hustle with the talent that you have, try what I call a blank and sip. Now, blank could be paint and sip. It could be bead and sip. It could be bake and sip. It could be crocheting and sip. Think of whatever it is that you are talented at and create a class. Now, you're going to need materials. You're going to need tools. But this is the thing. All of that, you can create a kit that they can take home. Certain things they may have to leave with you. But not only would it be a great way to make money with the class, but some of those students will come back and take your class again. And some of them will bring friends. And as you go along, you can venture out. You can make the class bigger, or you can have multiple classes. This is a side hustle that I have seen done, and they become prosperous. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine did a cake decorating and sip. She didn't call it exactly that, but it was, she showed cake decorating, and she had them to decorate their own cakes. So that's just an idea that you can think about, because it'll make you great money as a side hustle. You might need to hire some people. At first you shouldn't, but get your game plan together, get your class together, and just try a blank, what I call a blank and sip. Now, what you're going to sip on, that's totally up to you. You might do coffee, you might do wine, you might do soda. I don't know. You also might have little snacks, here and there, but try the blank and sip. You might be good at sewing, whatever. You might be good at hair. You could do a braid and sip, teaching people how to do their little girl's hair, or teaching people how to actually braid hair and get clients. But a blank and sip is a great way to make money as a side hustle, or you probably can even try it full time. Great way to make money. Blank and sip. Try that. Now, another one is going to be what I call Clutter Pickup. Now, you want to have a list of things like clothes, antiques, dishes, stuff like that, not junk. Specify that you are not hauling junk. You are doing clutter pickup. Now, with this specific side hustle, you're going to charge by the load. They're going to separate the loads. It's going to be maybe in either different baskets, different bags, however you choose to do it. But you want the client to separate the loads. They can have it all outside under a carport or on the porch or however you choose, to pick it up. But the load will already be prepared when you get there. You'll just be the pickup person. You can take it to Goodwill, or if they choose for you to just take it all to Goodwill. Some people might say, well, just have it all. Whatever you do with it is your business. You might want to go through it. Some stuff you might want to sell on Facebook Marketplace. Some stuff you just might want to take it to Goodwill. Some things, you just might want to have a garage sale. It's just a great side hustle. Clutter Pickup is a great side hustle, but you just have to have a blueprint on how you're going to do it, because like I said, you don't want to end up with a bunch of junk. You want to get a business plan together. That way, when you communicate with your client, you make everything clear what it is that you pick up and what it is that you don't. But it is a great way to make money. And also make sure you charge by your load of what you're picking up, because this is the thing. It's convenient for the client that somebody else is hauling this stuff where it needs to go. Once it's, away from their house, it's out of their hands, and they no longer have to worry about it. And that is a convenience, because people have a lot of stuff that they just don't have time to take to Goodwill. But during their extra time, they can go ahead, bag everything up. And like I said, if they want all of it to go to Goodwill, then you take it to Goodwill, of course. If they, if they don't care what you do with it, then you figure out what it is that you want to do with it. You might want to give some away. You might know some people that need things, that need clothes, that need, blankets and stuff like that. So Clutter Pickup, you probably can charge $50 a load, maybe $100, however you want to do, $20 a load, whatever. But Clutter Pickup, it saves people time, because at the end of the day, you want to fulfill a need for your client. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is, now you got to really love to cook, meal prep. Nowadays, people are busy. They are extremely busy. Meal prepping helps families tremendously. So, with meal prepping, I'll say you probably can start off with about 5 families that you meal prep for if you're going to start this as a side hustle. You can start out with about 5 families that you're going to meal prep for. Every single week, you might want to supply 2 to 3 meals a week at a certain price. You're going to buy your own containers because you want it to look professional. You want to, you want everything to be presentable. Get you some containers, you cook up the food, you put it in the little containers. They pick it up once a week. That way, or maybe you can do twice a week. You might want to do, Sunday nights or Monday evenings and maybe Wednesday evenings, however you choose to do it. But meal prepping is something that will make you some good money, because nowadays a lot of people just don't have the time to cook, and instead of eating out, they would rather have home cooked meals. So start out with maybe 3 to 5 families, however you choose to do. But think about meal prepping if you love to cook, because this is a lucrative business. And you also can have days, maybe Sundays, where you cook a full course meal and you advertise it. And you sell plates, which is what we call it. You sell dinner plates. That is, let me tell you something, you can make great money like that. That is a side hustle, as long as your food is good. Now, it has to be something good, and it has to be something that people love. I live in the country, so if somebody is making, filet mignon for $100 a plate, that might not, go too well. So check out your environment, know your demographic, know what people like to eat, know what they love, and go from there. Meal prepping, selling meals, that is a great side hustle. Think about that. Now, the next one, let me tell you something. There are a lot of mothers. I've never been a father, so I can't speak for fathers, but there are a lot of mothers that have to get up early in the morning to go to work. You need somebody that can pick up your children in the morning, as well as pick them up in the evening and drop them off to go to school. If you have time during the day, offer that service. And you can also piggyback off of aftercare for these same children, because you have working mothers, working couples that don't have anybody to pick up and drop off their children to school in the morning, as well as pick them up and drop them off in the evening. Now, you might have to do a couple of those in the morning and the evening. I don't know. But even if it's just a side hustle, this is a great way to make money, especially if you can offer, after school care as well. It's a great side hustle. And you helping families, you giving mothers a peace of mind, because nowadays, you don't see very many children where I live walk to school. We do have buses, but a lot of things happen on those buses. A lot of families don't trust the bus system, for whatever reason. My children have had, their days on the bus, and some days it didn't go so well. So what I had to start doing was leaving work and going to pick up my children. So, just think about that. Before school and after school, early in the morning, you can go pick them up, drop them off, make sure they get to school on time, make sure, they get to school safe. Let me tell you, mothers will appreciate that. That is a service that you can offer. Think about it, like I said. Now, the last thing that we're going to talk about is going to be hosting game nights. You can have a cover charge. You can rent a little space somewhere. Have a cover charge, or if you want to do it at home, that's up to you, depending on how big you get, because this is a business that will grow quickly. Host game nights. Now, when I say game nights, I mean they have something called Pacino. They have bingo. There are so many games that you can offer. Now, you'll supply the games, and you'll supply the entertainment, as well as you'll get together with, whoever you're doing it for. If they want to supply, the drinks and the food, they can, but for extra charge, you can supply the drinks and the food. But it's just something fun that people can do. And when you create a good experience and a fun experience, people will always remember that. And they'll be eager to book you again, and every week as you make money, you can add more and more games. Sometimes you can have groups, whereas this group is doing Pacino, this group is doing bingo, this group is doing another games. And also you can piggyback off of baby showers, birthday parties. Those are different events that you can host as well. just hosting game nights or game, events. That is a fun event. People will remember it. Like I say, you'll create a fun experience that people will love. Now, if you want to get into children's game nights or game events or Saturdays, you might can add bounce houses or, outside games for children. Let me tell you something. That is a profitable business. You can start out with basic games, just giving people something to do and come together and have a good time. You will be in business for a very long time. All of these businesses that I have mentioned can grow and grow and grow. It's no ending to these businesses. They can grow and grow and grow. The painting, the blanking sip. That can grow. You can have multiple classes a week. You can host, events for like beauty shop nights. If they have customer appreciation days, you can, do restaurants. They might just want to host a paint and sip or, whatever and sip, any type of sip. You will do great at hosting this. Whatever it is that you are good at, that's why I call it blank and sip, because you fill in the blank. This is a business that you can take to the moon. The sky is the limit. It will keep growing, especially when word gets out to the community. Okay? Now, a clutter pickup. Clutter pickup, people are always going to need you to pick up clutter. Just specify that it's clutter and you're not picking up junk. Unless you just want to pick up junk, you don't mind. I know some people that, they don't specify, they just do pickups. And they end up, one man's junk is another man's treasure. They end up selling most of the stuff, having garage sales with most of the stuff. So you can pretty much specify what it is, that you want to do and how you want to work that business. But just charge a pickup price. That's a great business, especially if you have a truck. That is a great business. Meal prep. Get into it. If you love to cook, meal prep, that's going to be your game. I'm telling you. That is going to be a lucrative business for you. People going to appreciate you. They're going to always remember you. And they're going to refer you to their friends. Meal prep. That is a good business where you can have working moms, working couples that will need that service. Okay? Now, also before and after school pickup, as well as after care. Especially if you love children. If you're a retired teacher, this is a great business because a lot of us, we get up early in the morning anyway. Why not? You can have maybe say 4 children that you service. Those parents will be so happy, and you will give them a peace of mind. Think about it. And the last one is hosting the game nights. Become a game night host. Like I said, you could do Saturdays, all day events for children. However it is you choose to, manage your business. But these are just ideas of side hustles that you can get into to create different streams of income. You might want to do 2 or 3 of them. Who knows? But these are just tried and true, side hustles that I have seen that work. I have seen people make lots of money doing these side hustles. So find you some different streams of income because everybody needs extra money. Your job is what pays your bills. Your side hustle is what is going to get you ahead. So create you a side hustle. It might not be anything on my list. You might have some other things that you do. But create you a side hustle, share it with somebody else, mentor them, get them started, but different streams of income is extremely important. I got different streams of income. I believe in side hustles. I do purses, jewelry, accessories. Of course, I'm doing taxes. I make, skincare products, hair care products. Side hustles will get you ahead. Okay? And you can, write it off on your taxes, especially for the first few years, So just think about that. But anyway, and also, let's not forget DoorDash, Instacart, all of those are great side hustles too. So think about those too. But just create different streams of income because we need it. We can always use a little extra money. So that is the end of this video. Like I said before, I have 2 other side hustle videos. Go back and watch those. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, tap that subscribe button because I guarantee you there is something here for you. And don't forget to press that like button. And you all have a blessed day. See you later. Bye.